What's good, Timberwolves fans? It's HaTim with the HaTimberwolves episode number 3, preseason game number 2 against the Memphis Grizzlies at home. Let's go. Bouncing off of last game, some things I was looking to see in today's game, whether our offense would remain good. Were we going to find good shots? Were we going to look less sloppy from last game? And were we going to tighten up our defense from last game? A few individual player performances that were piquing my interest. How would Anthony Edwards improve today? Would we see a little bit more from him? Jalen Noel, would he be able to bounce back off highlight of his career? The Timberwolves lost today's preseason game 123-104. Did we change our offense and defense? Absolutely not. We made the exact same mistake. Different people stepped up and had some individual performances to be proud of. Our defense was poor. The first 10 points the Memphis Grizzlies scored were all in the paint. We never matched Memphis's energy on either end of the floor. They just gave more effort, intensity. We turned the ball over a good amount. The only positive note of the first quarter was D'Angelo Russell. He shot the ball well, 5 for 10, 11 points in the first quarter. That step back jumper, I cannot wait to get used to that. First half as a whole wasn't that eventful. Towns unfortunately had about 3 to 4 turnovers. He still seems to be struggling shooting the ball. Last game he went 4 for 13 and today he went 3 for 12. Hopefully we can get him into some sort of rhythm. In the second half, nothing changed. They scored 12 points in a row. And where do we think Memphis scored all these points? In the paint. They come out of the gate on their 12-point run. Saunders called a timeout. After the timeout, we actually did respond with a couple of good possessions. Then Saunders called a couple of subs. The game became all sloppy. Turnovers. We couldn't get stops. We wouldn't get good looks. That was the story of the entire game. I gotta give credit to one guy again, though. Ja Morant. You are a stud. Some of the things he was doing, I couldn't believe. Anytime he's the reason we got scored on in pick and rolls, I don't feel bad because I think Ja Morant can do that against the best in the league. Some of the highlights he had, the alley-oop, the dunk, and that fadeaway 3, the ponytail also looked cool. I'm truly not excited to play Memphis this season. We already have to deal with the fact that Dylan Brooks seems to always torch us, and now we have to worry about Ja Morant. Yeah, let's talk about some individual performances. Who looked good? D'Lo showed us he can score yet again. He had some fadeaways from the free throw line, shot some good three-pointers. I want to see more from him distributing. Him and Cat's chemistry seems to be a little off still. The other person who played well was Jake Layman. In the first quarter or second quarter, I believe our team only had 2 to 3 steals. Jake Layman had all of them. On top of that, he even drew a charge, was able to assert himself in high energy hustle plays. I actually really am excited to see his impact in the starting lineup. People improved from last game. Juancho, nothing in particular aside from the fact that he shot the ball better. 2 from 4 from the 3-point line, 3 of 6 on the game. All we need from him is to shoot the ball consistently. Eric Culver improved off of last game. He played solid defense. He had a really good highlight where he put the ball behind his back. One dribble, lefty finish. That wasn't the only time he attacked the basket and finished well today. He made both of his free throws, something he did not do last year. Last year he shot 46% on the season. Happy for JC and looking forward to seeing what bench production he brings this season. In the third quarter, someone checked in who actually gave us energy, effort, and made immediate impact. Rondé Hollis Jefferson. He didn't miss a shot on the night. We called a set where D'Angelo Russell set him up and he cut baseline and he continued to just bring energy for any minute that he had on the floor. As far as everyone else's performance goes, I truly didn't think they looked very good. Malik Beasley was aggressive but never got going. Rubio had some good finishes at the rim, but overall he was a walking turnover this game. Poor Ed Davis got dominated with Ja Morant running at him at the full head of steam, play after play after play. Josh Okogie, I truly don't know what balance he brings to our starting lineup. His greatest strength is that he's able to just bring a gust of energy and motivate everyone. In these preseason games, it seems like he has a tough time just settling in and getting his bearings right before jumping to that 6th gear. Jalen Noel and McDaniels came in the 4th, but I didn't see them do anything. They played hard, and that's all I can tell you about those two. Anthony Edwards. Let's talk about the rookie. What did he do today? 12 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. In 26 minutes, he definitely attacked the rim way more than he did last game. It always resulted in the ball going out of bounds or being a turnover. He still seems to be figuring out his game. Can he play his best basketball through our offensive system? I think he can. It's just going to take some time. His energy level was a little bit better today. I don't think he looked very good. We saw him cut to the basket and he had a nice layup. He had a dunk in transition. I felt like Anthony Edwards was just a little bit lazy on a few contests in the fourth quarter. He has a ton of potential playing straight up defense, man to man, moving laterally. A shining moment for him. He had a beautiful block. It was a chase down. Someone was going up for a layup and boom, swatted it off the glass. Looking to see more of that. Overall, was there any improvement from the squad? Yes. From the first minute to the last minute, Cat and D'Lo played together. They ran a pick and roll every single time. I don't think they executed it to perfection. Once we can execute this offense to perfection, not only will they open up the offense for everyone, it will highlight their strengths in the offensive game a ton. Some improvement from last game is anytime they went on a run this game, we actually did respond. We would go on 6 or 8 point runs. But the issue was we would just call subs and everything would go a little haywire. I think I mentioned that a little earlier. Those are the only two improvements I see. We have a lot to improve on. We had a ton of turnovers today out of timeout. We have to clean that up. And we only have one more preseason game to clean up these things. On Thursday, on the 17th, we're playing Dallas in our final preseason game. Probably going to see Luka tear us apart. Look out for the Minnesota guy from De La Salle, Tyrell Terry. They drafted him, so it'll be fun to see him play. In Dallas, we got to have less turnovers and show that we can play better interior defense while also playing better pick and roll defense. I sound like a broken record already. I hope that won't be the case for the season. Before we head out here, December 14th, 2001, the Timberwolves played the Detroit Pistons. We ended up winning the game 99-90 on a triple-double performance by Kevin Garnett. He had 26 points, 10 rebounds, and 13 assists. Playing against him, Jerry Stackhouse put up a cool performance, putting up 29, 5, and 5. Just some random Wolves knowledge for you guys. All right, guys, I'm excited. Just one more final preseason game, and then we can start talking about the NBA season, which I am super psyched for. See you guys to discuss the game against the Dallas Mavericks on Thursday. Take care. Power of the pack. Peace out, guys. This is HaTim.